Hello, Silver Tubers. Welcome to Monday night at the Silver Pouring Bench. How is everybody doing this evening? I'm having a little lighting difficulties. Not sure what's going on. Thank you, Louisiana Silver. I appreciate that. Can't seem to figure out. I think I might need to get something. I like the black background, but I think I need to get something white. Not sure I will be eating during this evening's chat. Ooh, hot. Maybe I'll let the brown rice cool down a little bit before I begin to devour my meal. I was bored. Yes, please.
Right, you know you left the butter on the stove. I'm guessing it's down after you.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Here, take the
72 lights.
here. You want to take it back?
No, it's 72 lights.
Yeah, thanks. I have to. I'm going to put this white paper down so I can maybe see if it'll reflect some of the light a little bit better. And my German Shepherd is asking, why am I not playing catch with her? She keeps throwing the tennis ball. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, today's pickups and some finds and stuff. Did a little bit of coin roll hunting. Red beans and smoked sausage. Nothing better than that. Yum, yum. I'm just eating brown rice with a little bit of butter. Northern Silver Stacker. Greetings from Ontario, Canada. It is so good to have you here, Northern Silver Stacker. I love my Canadian friends. I grew up in Michigan, not too far from the border. Philly Mint. Hey, what's up, Philly Mint? Hey, Tomoko's Enterprise. Chick-fil-A. Yeah, buddy. Chick-fil-A. I tell you what, best fast food chicken I have ever had was Chick-fil-A. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the shield. That's the one I poured tonight in the video. And Silver Diva's husband is now a mold maker and made the mold for that. And it is seriously a high relief pour. Well, maybe it's silver time in Canada is all I can think, Philly Mint. I like your channel name too, Philly Mint. That's pretty cool. I went to the bank today and ordered 2 more boxes of halves, and I asked them, "Hey, what do you got in the bag?" Because they have the machine, so they sort. When you bring in change, they don't take customer rolled change. You have to unroll it, and they run it through the machine. And so the machine has bags hanging from it, and Northern Silver Stacker. Spelled Northern Silver Stacker. No, it's Northern Silver Stacker. See, this channel is all about self-discovery, and you just discovered something. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's not really the webcam is not really doing justice just how relief. It looks a lot better in the video how high relief that tree really is. I mean, it is just raised right up off of the shield. It's pretty incredible what Silver Diva's husband did with that new CNC they've got. And so anyway, so yeah, these Kennedys here I asked them, I said, say, how much is in the sorting machine bag? And they said, well, there's $130. And my box, my two $500 boxes won't be in until tomorrow. And I said, well, can I just buy that bag from you? And they were like, yeah, sure. So I got home. See, yeah, that's weird, Christopher, because none of the banks in Oklahoma City will take rolled coins. You have to bring them in loose, and most of them charge you a percentage to run them through the machine. And so, you basically you run it through the machine. But anyway, this one, yes, Northern Silver Stacker, I will be selling those, the shields, the high relief shields. I just poured this one tonight as a prototype. This one is already gone. Someone has already on the video has already requested it, but I will be selling them shortly. It'll be later this week before I get to pouring them. I've got a lot of I have right now a lot of stuff on the pouring bench that I've got to get stamped, packaged, and shipped. And anyone who pours knows that you spend the majority of your time polishing, stamping, and shipping. Pouring is a small fraction of the pouring is really a tiny fraction. So anyway, long story short, they gave me the bag. It was $130, and out of that $130, I pulled 3 40%ers and a 90%er, and I'm going to go dump it. Hey, John Z, what's going on? And Riley Family Bullion is in the house. Quarters at both ends and filled with washers. Banks don't want washers. That's messed up, dude. That is messed up. Oh boy. That's freaking awesome. Only you, my friend. Only you. Yeah, and you know, I watched some of the coin roll hunting channels, and they're going bank to bank, and they're getting customer rolled. Like, how are they doing that? I mean, I live in Oklahoma City. It's a large-ish metropolitan area. Grenadier, hey. Yeah, that's no joke, Tomoko, because that thing's pushing 4 ounces, and so I'll burn through a tube of silver really fast. I've got 4 tubes in the safe, in the vault. No, sorry, my shepherd is begging for my brown rice, and I'm not giving any up. But that shield's going to burn through some silver. I didn't even get to pour the other side, the mold on the other side. Yeah, Riley Family Bullion, don't feel bad. So, do you want to know the story of my coin roll hunting experience? Because if so, I mean, it's my chat. I'll share it. But just let me know if you want to hear the experience I've had with coin roll hunting, and you'll get even deeper into it. Whew, hot rice. Sorry, I'm snacking on some brown rice while I'm doing this chat. So, okay. I was visiting a small town in Oklahoma. Thank you, John Z. Small town in Oklahoma. I was visiting a friend, and I stopped by the community bank, and we're talking small town. And I went to the commercial lane. Someone had told me about coin roll hunting, and I've been watching channels where people were finding just ridiculous finds in this coin roll hunting. And then I realized all these videos were from like 2014, 2012, 2010. But I stopped and asked the teller through the drive-thru. I said, "Do you have any rolled $50? I would like to buy some $50." And she said, "Yeah, I think I've got 2 or 3 rolls in my drawer." I said, "I'll take them." I had a wad of cash in my pocket. I don't even know why I had the cash. I had like $500 in my pocket. Which if you knew me, you'd think, how in the world did you have $500? And so she goes to get the rolls out of her drawer, and the head bank teller comes to the window and says, "Hey, are you looking for $50?" And I said, "Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I am." She said, "Let me go back in the vault and see what I've got." So she comes back and she says, "How much do you want?" And I said, "Well, how much do you have?" She said, "Well, I've got $330. I said, "I'll take them all." And they were all customer rolled. they were all customer rolls. So I send her the cash. She sends me the trays. I take the rolls out of the tray, send the trays back, drive to visit my friend, and I sit in the car and I go through the rolls. Thank you. And I found 76 40 percenters and like 48 90 percenters in $330. And I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. Why isn't everybody doing this? Because, money. It's ridiculous, right? So I go home and I start trying to find banks that will order me boxes. The bank my wife and I had used for 15 years wouldn't order boxes. So I had to open an account with another bank that was willing to order boxes. Well, then I started dumping them at the family bank, and they got all huffy with me. Now, mind you, we've bought 2 cars through them. We have a home line of credit. We have all of our banking has gone through there. I used to make a lot of money, and my wife used to make a lot of money. We've pumped a lot of money through that bank. And they wanted to charge me 5% for any deposit I made in coinage over $200 a day. Well, that doesn't leave you a lot of coin roll hunting. So I found yet another bank as a dump bank. Needless to say, long story short, you went through a little bit and didn't find any. Initially, and then I went on a 26-box skunk run. Now, skunk run means like you did. You found nothing. Imagine 26 $500 boxes and not a single silver, not even a 40%er, 26 in a row. And finally I said, the heck with this, because I'm just wasting my time. And now I'm kind of getting back into it a little bit. That was last year. And now I've decided to do a couple. It's after Christmas time. People, the coins that people dumped, grandpa's, stash they stole, or, they inherited or whatever, and they dumped to the bank. That's starting to work its way into the boxes. And so anyway, that's my coin roll hunting story. And so don't be discouraged by going through $200 and not finding anything. Do the math on 26 $500 boxes. Now, mind you, I wasn't out any money. I just take the $500 back to my dump bank and dump it. But that's a lot of, literally my fingers, started cracking from drying out. That's how much I was doing, 5 and 6 boxes a week and getting nothing. And I kept telling myself, I've got to. So to walk in and grab the bank bag and find 3 40%ers and a 90%er is pretty amazing. That first time in that small town, I think I found like 12 Benjamins, Franklins. I think I found 3 Standing Liberties. It was crazy. And I went back not long after that, and I asked the teller if they had any, and she said that it had probably taken 20 years to get that much in their vault. So figure some of those rolls had a pretty good amount of dust on it. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But all of the halves that I have, all of the 90% halves that I have, I've never bought one. They're all coin roll hunted halves, and I think I have 2 tubes. So really, nobody had. Oh, dude, that's prime right there. If she said nobody had ever ordered $50 before. Now here's the trick, though. You can't dump your coins at the bank you get them from, because you're going to tick them off, because they have to pay to have Brinks or Loomis or whoever haul them away. So you're going to need to find another bank and ask them, what coin service do you use? Do you use Brinks? Do you use Loomis? Because I'm not a big fan. I would never dump at the bank I pick up from, because 1, they're doing me a service order in the boxes. A lot of banks won't even order the boxes. And 2, if you take them back and you dump them, you're going to get your same coins back. So it just doesn't make any sense. So open an account at another bank that's willing and not going to charge you to dump coins. And I was very upfront with my dump bank. I said, listen, I pay $8 a month for the account. So if I find, really 190% or a month, I've covered the cost of the account. But explain to them, I'm going to be dumping dollars worth of $half each week, and make sure they're cool with it. I find that just being upfront with it, now they smile when they see me come in. I go through the commercial drive-through and I handed it through the drawer in job bags, those little job bags you get from Home Depot, document bags by the toolboxes. That's what I put them in. And I put my deposit slip in the little business card slot on the outside, and they love me. One of the guys there likes proofs. So if I come across a proof, which I've come across a lot of 2000, not intended for circulation proofs, which I don't keep because there's no silver. But I'll put it in a flip, and I'll put it in the top of the bag, and he'll throw 50 cents in to cover it, and he loves it. And so you got to it's all about making a connection with people and making friends. If they say, well, we're not really into that, then go somewhere else and find somewhere else. Because the last thing you want to do is catch static at your pickup bank or your dump bank. You want them to both like you. I tried to do it with my family bank. One time I took some, it was a Saturday, and I went and I got a deli platter, and I took it in. And I set it they let me into their break room, and I put it in their break room because I wanted to know I appreciated what they were doing. And they did nothing for me. They still wanted to charge me 5% or 2% or whatever it was to dump the coins. And so, yeah, and that's the other thing you can do is people think they're cool. People really do think they're cool. If you want to spend them, spend them, Yeah, John Z, I know the feeling. I do. I know the feeling. And what was most frustrating is our family bank isn't a bank; it's a credit union, and they're customer owned. So technically, I'm an owner, and that's how they treat their owners. I was very, very, very upset with it. And the sad part was, if I were a less honest person, I could have just opened an account in my 12-year-old's name and dumped all the coins I wanted because junior accounts are exempt from the $200 a day rule. So I could have really, stuck it to them if I was that kind of person. But, I try to play within the lines. I try to color in the lines. I try to play by the rules. I'm not trying to cheat the system. I just want, to be treated like a customer. And so, yeah, I can't, New York City, man, I can't imagine, and there's got to be people hunting silver in New York City. There's probably coin shops hunting. I don't know what MCU is. Yeah, Tomoka, they the two banks, the pickup banks and the my pickup bank and my dump bank love me. I mean, we're on a first name basis. I can call the bank, the lady who was the vault manager when I started, she's now the bank manager for like 3 locations, but she's still out of the same location. So I've built a really good relationship with her. And so, oh, somebody just texted me, or Google Plus Silver Supplements really helping me out with this Prospector Golden Gems bar that I picked up. I just picked it up to see, what it was all about because I didn't know. I'd never come across something like this. I thought maybe it was just a hobbyist doing something, but apparently they do. They refine people's silver jewelry and turn it into bars or whatnot, and then send it back to them. Well, thank you, Riley Family Bullion. The shield is a long time coming. I've been wanting a shield for about the last 6 months, and I've gotten a couple, but this is the first one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still on the fence with that bar. that little chunky bar. But I'm a kind of a, I don't know, maybe I'm just a perfectionist. So, but it's certainly an interesting piece. I just picked it up. They make you a bar, less a little fee for your silver you submit. Oh, well, that's, see, and that's interesting. That way they pull a little slice of the pie off each bar they pour, and that's not a bad deal. I mean, do they do it by weight, or do they do it by percentage, or stacking AG 47s in the house, ladies and gentlemen? Stacking AG 47. I guess that is the family crest. I kind of look at it like the community crest. It's my silver stacking family. It's all you guys. And so it has deep, deep, deep meaning to me. And I've had a lot of people respond back with a lot of different meanings to them too. So I'm thrilled that it's been accepted into the community. My shepherd wore out to me now. I'm not going to say her name because she'll perk up and then she'll want me to throw the ball some more. So yeah, John Z, family's a great thing. And I really love, you know, I read a book not too long ago that, you know, society is turning back into tribes. And I really do see that this community as my tribe. This is a tribe that, you know, I really relate to. We have a lot of the same core values. We have a lot of the same belief systems at our core, and I like that. And so a pouring couch. maybe Coin Couch and I could team up and we could do the coin and pouring couch. We could have callers call in. That would be humorous. Man, Andrea's got one heck of a channel over there. There you go. Stacking AG 47 says he's a warrior. That's so funny too, man, because Tazzy, you want in on this? Whoa, no, I am not chief. Do not elect me chief. You will not like what happens if I am elected chief. I am no leader. I do not want to be a leader. I'm just a guy who likes to hang out with like-minded people. And, you know, I read long ago that the internet was supposed to, you know, help bring us all together. And it's actually, I just sent you an email, Tazzy. Hey, salivate metal. Pour the salivate metal. I have not poured the opposite side of the mold yet, but it will come. So be patient and I will get it poured. A multitude of gratitude. Salivate, you know, I just got to say that I am inspired by your relationship with Junius Maltby. The way you guys work together, making those rounds. Hi-ho Silver. I did order 3 of those Junius Maltby rounds. I love the look of those rounds, and they're back ordered right now. So I can hear Tazzy. He's here.
No, I'm not.
He's lurking in the background.
I'm not lurking. I'm just observing the tribal elder speak his wisdom.
Northern Silver Stacker has to go pick up his son from karate. Very good.
Lovely.
Very good. At times, I will stand in front of the mirror and I will practice my salivate metal impression.
That's not bad.
Well, and the coworkers, you know, in the bathroom look at me very strange. So I don't do it at home. My wife would probably have me, put into an institution.
No, I don't think it'd go that far. You just got to say, taking the piss out of an internet personality, a man who likes to make coins with cats on them.
I need it. I need to order one of those. That's my next internet. I don't order on the internet. I hate ordering stuff on the internet. I don't know why. That's why my stack is so limited and not as diverse, because I just pick up what comes through the LCS. And so it's very rare. He wants to hear my wife do an impression of him.
No.
Hi ho, can I extend an invitation to you to come to the dark side, the silver pouring bench, and grace us with your presence? I would love to have you over here. Stacking AG47 says he's going to put up a Junius Maltby round on metalsmafia.com. Good Lord, man. I hope not for sale. Because I ordered 3. I ordered one for me, and I ordered one for each of the 2, the owner and the other guy that works at the coin shop. Because they both saw it and they were really impressed by it. And I'm going to surprise them with them. So, and I mean, for 21 or 22 bucks. And yes, I do need you, because with you comes an entire host of people. Suddenly this chat will be something if I can get you over here. So I'm going to go to your channel. I'm going to send you a PM. We'll try it that way first, and hopefully all hell doesn't break loose trying to get you into the chat as it has in the past. I'm going to go to his channel. I tell you what, sometimes it's been like pulling teeth, and that has new meaning now that we've all seen Laney's video. But there have been some nights when I don't know what. Okay, I just sent you a PM to your Hi-Ho channel. Hopefully it works. Salivate. Oh my God, Salivate.
No, look.
Selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, I was going to say that makes sense. Silver pancakes.
Silver pancakes. Silver pancakes. I'm sending Salivate an invitation, because to have Salivate and Hi-Ho in a chat, I will be living the high life. I will have arrived if I can get the 2 of them together, but I don't know if Salivate, I don't know if he has the time or. Okay, so I just sent, for the record, I just sent Salivate and Hi-Ho both invitations via private message.
Hi-Ho!
Hi-Ho made it in the first try. Shoot, yeah. And Salivate bailed out. He has to go do one of his speed demon coin shop hunting things.
Fair enough.
Or he's got to go hide in the back of Silver Hustlin' 13's pickup truck.
Oh yeah, chicken and biscuits. Mm-hmm.
I ate the whole thing.
That wasn't bad. Not bad at all.
Man. What's going on, Hi-Ho?
Not much.
What are you up to these days?
I don't know. About the most excitement I've had is hoping that rim didn't break on your new mold.
Yeah, so let's discuss. Let's talk amongst ourselves. Give us a topic, the rim on the mold. There was a tiny little raised portion around the depressed rim. So you have the large rim, then you have, we'll call it the field. Around the edge of the field, there was a tiny little paper-thin raised area. And that came off when I poured it. And I was talking to Silver Diva's husband, and he was surprised that was still on there. He meant to machine that off, but somehow it had gotten missed. It wasn't even supposed to be on there in the first place. So as far as the pouring goes, it was a success, because what he intended is what came out of the mold. And so that the rest of that little rim, I'm just going to, he said, I have his permission to just go ahead and shave that little little, I mean, we're talking millimeters thick.
Yeah.
So just shake the rest of that off, but you still have that real deep groove around the feel and this really high raised rim, which is actually the edge of the graphite, the edge of the pouring section. So I'm just thoroughly impressed that none of the branches or anything came off. I mean, they did a really good job. Matthew Smallwood.
So essentially, nothing bad happened. It was just, I mean, that was supposed to be machined off anyway. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's a win-win. It's a residual graphite. It was residual graphite that was left there that wasn't supposed to be there. So, it was all good. I haven't poured the opposite side mold yet. Salivate was already hounding me about that.
That was the side that I was thinking was going to be the tricky one.
The shallower one that doesn't have the raised rim.
Yeah, there's a lot of just independent little small bits sticking up there that are potentials.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, all we can do is pour it and pour it and drive on. So somebody did bring up a good point, though. I'm going to need to really stock up on silver if I'm going to pour these things because they're pretty close to 4 ounces a piece. So
Yeah.
Very small.
I'm a yeah. Here we go.
Just a little fella.
That's why I love. He just a wee fella. He just a wee fella. Yeah. Holy crap, dude! Silver Vessel is on the chat side.
Vessel.
I cannot believe that's just crazy. Mostly Outdoors is here. Good to have you. Bullion Boy's here. Good to have you. Pops is over there on the chat side. I can see him. Silver Hair Stacker. It's a pretty good little crowd for a Monday night.
We need to all make sure. There's always new people here. We need to all make sure we're subbing each other.
Yes.
Absolutely. I would totally agree with that. That's how the community continues to grow, and we all get to know new people, and people make fabulous new things that we all must have, and then off we go. It's a good thing.
Oh man, I can't tell you. Every new channel has its own little niche, and it's awesome. I've learned so much from so many people, just about the coin side as well as the silver side. I mean, I've learned so much from Hi Ho about pouring, just watching his videos, and then I learned stuff about coins from all the channels that talk about numismatics and coins and things like that. And it's hard to click on a video and not learn something if you're open to learning.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, Zeke, I mean, you're an accomplished silver pourer, and you can always tell the guys who are kind of arrogant and that, because they do their thing and they don't really acknowledge what other people are doing, or they don't go, oh, that's a new thing, I didn't learn that. So I mean, in a lot of ways, the community, as you say, is a bit tribe-like in that we all learn from each other, and there's new stuff going on, and like for example, Vulcan was pouring into Purple Heart, which is an amazing hardwood, and when he poured into that, the sap came out, and the sap was like super glue.
Oh wow!
And yeah, so I kind of the opinion now that really hardwoods will have a really full-on sap, and that only gets exposed when it burns, or when you expose it to a lot of heat.
Yeah, the same thing with pine. Pine, even though it's not a hard wood, well, I guess some of it could be, but forest, with forest fires, the sap runs down the sides of the trees. Yeah. And so because it's so hot. Silver King is here. Hi, Silver King. Welcome to the chat. I will be the first to admit that I know very little about any of this. What I know, I have learned in the last year from everyone in the community. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, the important thing too is to learn new things and expand your knowledge. I mean, knowledge is power and all that crap. And why does he have a big burned hole in his shirt?
Check it out, Zeke.
who's it? What? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Holy God. What the heck happened? Do we even want to know?
You might want to change the rating on this for a minute.
I don't know how.
Jesus,
that
dude.
Was that a nipple?
No, but I can show you that. But it's $5.
Holy.
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh. Tell me that was not a silver burn.
That's a silver burn.
Oh, gee. That's the first one I've seen. Wow.
Yeah. So I was pouring some of my old style bars.
Okay.
And one of them wasn't good enough to make the cut.
Right.
So I went to dry it off. Because,
oh, no.
But I hadn't quenched it. So that's what about 1,000 degrees does to your skin.
This is not a hobby for, this is not a hobby to take up without attention to detail.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, you know that Hi-Ho, because I've watched every single video you've ever put out, and you have immense, but that, oh my gosh.
I always quench whether I keep it or don't keep it, but for some reason I didn't. So just out of automaticity, I dried it on my shirt, and it was instantaneous, man. It barely touched me, and it just.
Oh wow.
Holy
well,
crap.
yeah. I mean, like I've dropped hot molds on the floor before, and they caught the carpet on fire. Luckily, it's indoor outdoor carpet, so it just melts. But I mean, we learn lessons, and but. Good. I get nervous, if I pour a bar and it's not up to snuff and I'm going to put it back into the crucible and I quench it, I'm very nervous about drying it, getting it completely dried off before I drop it back into that 2,000 degree crucible. Because all it takes is a little bit of water on there.
Yep.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting a lot of compassion from the chat side.
Yeah, well, I was needing some tender loving, so.
You'll always get tender loving here. Silver Vessel wants to know if I've learned if that PG&G bar is authentic. Best I can tell, yes. Silver Supplement's been very helpful, educating me about what PG&G does. I picked it up. It's not my intent to sound condescending. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not a snob. I don't claim to be a professional, but I picked it up because it just didn't look like a professionally poured bar.
Yep.
And so I picked it up and I thought I would bring it home. I went ahead and bought it and I brought it home, and I thought I would put it out there because somebody would authenticate it for me or not. So now I actually have a PG&G bar in the 1 ounce stack. So my question is, did you think about maybe pouring that big tall frosty glass of milk on your chest to help quench some of the pain?
I did not have any drink with me that night.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
I bet you were wishing for a larger quenching bath that you could just jump into, like a horse trough.
I was thinking it was going to blister up worse than it did, but it
didn't, end up blistering.
It did a little bit, but not it. I literally just barely touched it, man. It was almost instantaneous. So,
because you were wearing gloves.
Oh yeah.
So you didn't feel it through the gloves.
No, I poured it, and I was running 3 furnaces, and so I set it down real quick to pour another.
Right.
And when I poured it, I quenched that one, grabbed the other, thinking I had quenched it. Had to dry it off so I didn't cause a little explosion, and Boom.
Silver Gator wants to know if you saved the silver. That might sell minus the hair.
It's got some chest hair on it. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, this is a family. Oh my God. And if anybody could get away with selling a bar like that, you could. You could do it. A little bit of dermal layer on the reverse side. Pop says, "Good thing you didn't drop it in your lap."
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, no.
That would have been.
I'm already hairless there, so that's no big deal.
Whoa, 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 whoa! So what did Mrs. Hi Ho say when you went into the house and went, honey?
Well, she trimmed it. I can't really see that.
I'm talking about your chest, man.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Jeez, this just went off the rails. Oh wow!
As always, people worry about me more than I worry about myself. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
there's an old guy who did some silver type stacking named Jay Carnell. Have you come across his channel? It's all trucking now. He was making gigantic skull display cases and kind of really cool stuff. And then he started a video series on training to be a trucker. And so he's done that. Anyway, he got arrested last week. And now he's selling t-shirts signed with his mugshot on it.
Oh.
Maybe I should sell the shirt along with a bar. It's like a package deal.
You could, like gift wrapping or something.
Yeah.
You know, just get a new T-shirt, torch it, wrap the bar up in it.
I'm not seeing the downside. I just want to know if you're going to make a series out of them.
I don't anticipate making that mistake again.
That would definitely be part of the connoisseur series.
Oh yes, yes. Hi-Ho's Graft Bar. One of one. Don't make another one of those. Wait a minute, I want to get some coffee.
That's why God invented pain, man. Stuff works.
That's how we learn.
Yep.
Oh man, that's so it's funny, but it's not. I'm glad you're okay.
No big deal.
I mean, you've already been through enough when you had your surgery. I'm glad that,
hitting my thumb hurts more than that does sometimes.
oh dude, I forgot about that.
Well, it's because I hit it in the exact same spot every damn time.
Wow. Yeah, no. I haven't hit my thumb yet. I mean, I grazed it one time, and that was enough for me to slow way down and go, okay, look at what you're doing. Stop trying to watch TV while you're stamping bars.
Well, you know, it's true. It is the first time I was running 3 at the same time, so it was a quick show, and it just you're right. I'm gonna have to watch myself when I'm running 3.
You kept pouring the rest of the night though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I finished. I'm a tough guy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a professional right there. Fight through, rub some dirt on it, brother.
There you go.
Fight through.
There you go.
It's hilarious.
Taz is the one that's got to be careful, so he keeps all his fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no kidding, dude. All that woodworking, that's not for me.
No, actually, I'll give you an example. Earlier today, I was cutting up the timber for Backyard Bullion's box, and
Just be graphic.
and no, and I'd docked all the pieces to a little bit oversized, and then I was ripping them down to their to 1 mil oversized so I could plan it down, which I've already done. And I'd, ripped 3 of the pieces, and it was on to the 4th. And at the end of the cut, the excess had caught on the saw blade, and it went sailing past my head at quite a clip. And
Yeah. That's fun.
yeah, I was not prepared or happy for that to happen. Usually on the ends of, like when you use a table saw, you've got a gizmo at the end of that, which is designed to stop pieces of wood from turning as they come out of.
Takes that off. We know that.
Well, I took it off. I took it off because the table saw I'm using is very cheap, and that guard is not the right shape. So even when it got it out of the box and I was using it, I would push timber through there, and it would get up to that point, and it would just catch on it.
It jams up.
And it was, yeah, and so I had to push on it so hard to get it through that I thought, okay, that's dangerous. I've got to take that off because it's not a safety guard at this point. It's just a hindrance. And yeah, no, I wasn't prepared for that. That scared the shit out of me. So yeah, you got to be careful. It doesn't matter how many times you've done something or how confident you feel with doing it. It only takes a split second, and you know, you're going to end up with either silver burning a hole in your shirt or a piece of wood in your forehead.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I hose right.
Careful.
You let your guard down for a second. That's all it takes.
Oh, absolutely. You know.
Is Matthew Smallwood taking off? Looks like he just said night.
Take care, Matthew.
Take care, Matthew. It's great having you on the chat side, brother.
Yeah, night, dude.
Haven't seen many videos from him lately.
There's got to be 10 guys on the chat side that I don't know. Hi, everybody.
It's some newer folks, or at least newer to the channel. Silver Gator, Philly Mint. So Charlie Rock's there.
John
there's
pointed out that Hi-Ho Precious chest hair are only 30 cents over spot.
30. I'd want a whole lot more than that for my chest hair.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's good stuff. Hey, Charlie Rock, good to have you here. It's great to have you here.
I mean, on the other hand, my crosscut saw, which is a DeWalt, and I got it on sale, and it's spot on dead accurate, and that one, because it's so much better made, because it is so accurate. I mean, I can just shave off like 1/4 of a millimeter, and it's not a problem. And that one, you know, like all the guards are there, all the protective stuff is there. I haven't had to touch or modify it in any way, shape, or form. And you know, I use it the proper way all the time, and it still scares the crap out of me. You know, when I used to work at the university, we had all these huge pieces of static machinery, you know, like a table saw that weighs 1/2 ton and is, you know, accurate within 1/4 of a millimeter, which is amazing. You know, like 120 tooth blade and all that sort of stuff. I mean, the blade alone is $200. I mean, and you never quite get to the point where you're, you know, feel, now that's a nice piece. I like that.
I thought you might be interested. That's an old music box I picked up. Silverhair might like it too.
Wow.
Oh man, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Is that inlaid?
No, it's just painted.
That's carved and gilded.
Oh. Oh, that's beautiful. I gotta mute my mic for a second.
All right. That's a nice box.
Use it as a display table here tonight.
Fair enough.
Somebody's got to show some silver, dudes. Besides that same stuff Zeke's sitting there for half an hour.
Yeah, he's like that. He likes to show off the shinies. Unfortunately,
mix it up, brother.
I don't unfortunately have any new silver to show. Let me think. What do I have that's interesting? Nothing really. Oh, there you go. See? Bunker bullion. Look at that. Shiny, shiny bars of silvery goodness.
That's in that old school iron mold.
Still
starting to I like to experiment, so starting to decide how I'm going to stamp.
Oh, those are beautiful. Those are pretty.
That one hasn't been polished yet, but
Have
I
you
think
ever
I'm gonna-
thought about not polishing, doing a raw pour and just offering it raw without polishing?
Yeah, but I can't do it, man. I'm too anal about that crap. See that just little teeny bit of yellowing?
Yeah,
There's no way I'm not going to spend 5 minutes and get that looking nice. So
yeah.
I decided on these old styles, Zeke. I think I'm gonna go vertical like that.
It's that, dude. That's perfect.
And then, because this looks old school, this one here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't like stamping on the back. It's hard to read.
Yeah. No, I like, if you look at all those vintage bars that like Big Stack McGee and those guys show, there's never anything on the back. All the information's right on the front.
Yeah, I can't always do that because
You'd have a lot of information on the front.
well, yeah, and everything I do is really about the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cooling lines. Yeah. It's.
Yeah, most pourers, it's this side. It's where the mold and the 3D stuff is. But for me, it's this side that I want.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that though.
Yeah,
I
so
really
do I.
dig. I've tried to find a cast iron mold, a smaller cast iron mold, but they're not exactly just, the market isn't just flooded with them. So I've kind of given up on finding a cast iron mold.
It's not the ideal thing to pour into because it starts to degrade and you pull little bits of metal in.
That would make sense because it's so porous and bumpy. You probably really got to coat it with some kind of releasing agent, be it PAM or whatever. So
Yeah, fair enough.
I didn't want anyone to get bored looking at the same shield for the whole time. So these are all
Yes.
waiting. These are waiting to be. That's one order. That's waiting to be stamped. That's what I should be doing right now, but I'm chatting.
Well, you got to look at it at the point of view of that, I mean, right now I'm procrastinating on working on this box, but, you're educating yourself.
Look at, I'm gonna switch over to Hi-Ho, put him on the main viewing screen right now because what he's showing is just unbelievable. I mean,
That's one of the 5-ounce buttons.
Oh, nice.
stuff comes out looking like glass.
It took me so long to get this right, but once I got it, I can hit it every time.
It's like professional sports. There's a reason they practice constantly.
Yep. I was a professional musician, so practice is just the way my brain works.
Yep. Yeah, I understand completely.
This
I
is
was
what
a
I'm-
professional something a long time ago. I don't know what.
Well, shooting's exactly the same, huh?
Actually, jumping out of airplanes.
Oh, wow.
Well,
I mean,
shit.
we had-
You were an airborne ranger, dude. Jesus Christ. That's like,
there's a little bit of practice involved.
Yeah, well, I would hope so. I mean, you are jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. You want to hope that
Whoa.
chute is packed right.
It was an Air Force airplane.
Oh, God, that's even worse.
Yeah. They actually canceled a jump one time because the airplane wasn't leaking on the tarmac. And I asked the crew chief, I said, why'd we cancel the jump? He said, the plane's not leaking. I kind of looked at him and he goes, man, if it ain't leaking, it's out of something. And they canceled the jump. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, well, I mean, fair enough. I guess in a lot of, military occupations, there's a lot of superstition built into it too. So it's sort of like, If it's not behaving exactly the way it was behaving prior, then there's something wrong.
Yeah, we all
And
went to Popeyes, got chicken, and went home.
yeah, well, you know, better than the plane exploding mid-flight or some shit.
Of course, when we got back, we didn't go home. When we drove back, they decided we should go on a 16-mile road march.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Never a dull moment.
no, they're sadists.
Yes, yeah, I believe so.
A friend knows what I'm talking about. So does Charlie Rock. There's a couple of fellow Paris. Oh man, what are they talking about on the? What's Bullion Boy talking about? Up, down, left, select, up, down, right, pause, and select their channel. Huh. John Z says he can do 16 miles in his sleep. There were many times when I was pretty much sleepwalking. Yeah. You just walk, your body goes on autopilot. Oh, Silver Gator said it's a new dance. Man, I thought I clicked on Hi-Ho so he'd stay on the main screen because I can never get enough of those bars. Oh, there we go. Now you're on the main screen because the first time it didn't highlight it didn't circle your box, the box with your name in it. So here once the lag catches up. Oh, he says no limit. He can only do 16 miles in his sleep. There we go. Now we got Hi-Ho all the time. Oh my gosh. All right.
That's the fifth and last one in the that Nordic series.
Oh yeah, cool.
I think it's the best one.
That is an absolutely breathtaking round.
You'll like the back there too, Zeke.
What's down on the very bottom?
That's a squirrel.
Is it a squirrel?
Yeah, on the front, at the very bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Chippy the squirrel right there.
Chippy the squirrel.
Famous.
Oh yes, I'm getting no revenue from that, by the way. They haven't even acknowledged I exist, and they put the Tree of Life on the back.
You got to put that little R with the circle on it, brother.
That's what it is. I need to. I need to register it.
Yeah.
No, I love coins. I've got that big 10-ounce Canadian $50 coin that's got the Tree of Life on it.
I've seen that. It's a very nice looking coin.
Yeah, I got that from a Canadian Silver Stacker.
Yeah.
That is an amazing coin.
It's really nice.
What's the going rate for something like that there, Hi-Ho?
30, over 30. But there's only 5, so.
That's actually not bad for a coin that quality. I mean, you got to figure they're going to charge me. They're going to want, probably close to 50 for that stupid Krugerrand, and it doesn't have near that detail.
No. I mean, see, a coin like that here, I haven't even seen those available in Australia, and if they were, they'd probably be minimum, probably around the $75 mark. Probably the same as a 2-ounce Queen's Beast or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
they've got this series in 1 ounce and 5 ounce proof and antiqued. I like proof stuff because I like shiny stuff, but the antique really just pops on that 5 ounce. It looks amazing.
Oh God, yeah, it would. Definitely would.
Yes,
that's a big old pile. That's a big old pile of bones, isn't it? That he's sitting on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, awesome piece, dude. That's really nice.
It's based on this artwork by a guy named Howard David Johnson.
Oh, it's not a big old pile of bones. It's the top of a tree. Ah, okay. That makes more sense.
Evan
Friday's.
finally sent me a magnet I didn't have 18 of. So I was happy about that.
You know, I saw one of those up close and personal the other day at the LCS. They just had them lying there without caps in the case again, as usual. And I said, you know, can I have a look at that? And they said, yeah, sure, blah, blah. And you know what? In real life, I'm not that impressed with that. I actually think the Cleopatra's a better coin.
Which one did you see?
The Anubis one, up close and personal.
And well, let's be frank and earnest. I mean, it's Cleopatra versus Anubis.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He's got the wrong kind of boobs.
Yeah, I mean, he's ripped, but she's ripped too, and I just prefer. I have them both, but and I think they're. To me, the obverse is beautiful, but to me, the real attention on those coins is the reverse.
Yeah.
That is just insane details.
What are those? Monarch? No. Monarch?
Yeah, Monarch 50 gram. That's what's going in my other plastic box.
Lovely. That's a big horse tablet, a piece of silver.
Those are so cool. Those are so cool.
And then I got 2 more of the Atlantis mints. I'm up to 25 of those now.
Are you still getting your Atlantis Mint secondary market?
Yeah. I need to find someone who knows him to make a connection for me.
Sorry, the garage door's going up. The wifey's home.
Uh-oh.
It's all good. She knows I'm chatting. She called earlier to ask if I wanted any food on the way home.
That's a good wife.
Say hi.
Hi.
That was as loud as she gets.
Hello, Mrs. Zeke. I applaud you for putting up with your crazy ass husband.
She's laughing her ass off. And now a very professional chat that I run. Garage doors coming up and down. I keep it real.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, that's the Atlantis Mint bar that I love. I love that. I mean, to me, that looks so retro. The Monarchs do too. I mean, my gosh, it's got to be a press.
Yeah.
John Z, something about Freddy Krueger's aunt. Do either of you guys know what he's talking about?
I'm going to just say that one right over my head like that piece of wood this morning. So, yeah.
I have no idea, John Z, what you're talking about. Now that's that right there. I mean, from one pour to another, can you imagine pouring 1 ounce bars all day long?
Couldn't
God,
do it.
no. Drive me nuts.
Oh, holy cow. And then having to throw out the ones that weren't 1 ounce, throw them back into the crucible to start over. There's just no way you couldn't. I couldn't do it. Nope.
No.
Is he a one-man shop, Zeke?
Atlantis is.
Wow.
I don't know about Mommy.
That's amazing. He can put out that kind of quantity.
Oh, and I've gone back and watched some of his older videos where he does. He did pours for customers where they requested a specific weight. That one where he poured all of those. I can't remember what size bars they were, but he opens the side of a storage container and it looks like Fort Knox.
Yep.
They're stacked chest high.
Or that video that he did with those boxes full of skulls.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh. But 12 hours a day just pouring. I mean, that's
Well, this summer I'm gonna build a rig that I can heat 5 crucibles at once with a torch. I'm building a scaffold.
Oh, wow.
And I just make like a little conveyor thing going. I'm gonna see if I can pour some small exact weight things that way. See how that goes.
yeah, I've tried, and when I get an exact weight, it's a fluke, and I just laugh. And I'm tempted to throw it back into the furnace and say, whoa, 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 this isn't me.
Even out of your clay
But
crucible?
even out of the clay crucible, I don't get exact weights. I mean, I've just,
Huh.
I don't know. I suck. That's all I can say.
If you put like 1.06 in, you should come within 0.02 or 03 usually.
Oh, I haven't gotten that. I haven't really tried to figure it out, the
Yeah.
loss ratio or any of that.
Yeah, if you put a 1 ounce round in there, you got to put like 0.06 of something else in there, some shot.
Yeah, because it'll come out like, 30.9 grams if I throw a 1 ounce round in. So, lady in the house. Who do we have? Who's I wasn't watching the chat side. Who joined into the chat side? Orthalis, what's the problem? Because that's not how I run my chats, my friend. Mrs. Young, I missed a comment here. Oh, DLR Young. Oh, DLR Young, thank you very much. It's good to have a lady in the chat. I did not know that DLR Young was a lady.
I didn't either.
Welcome to the chat. I think you're the only lady we have in the chat right now. That's awesome. You're certainly not the only lady in the community, but you're the only lady in the chat.
Sometimes I like to dress up a little.
Yes. Did you get to catch Hi Ho's peep show earlier? Because if you didn't, we could certainly ask him to repeat it. Although he gets kind of shy around the ladies.
She would not still be here, brother.
Oh man, I love people with a healthy self-image. Oh man, Matthew is still trying to find a new channel name. He wants to rename his channel and his icon so that the new folks. DLR Young says, "Go for it." She missed it. That's the kind of lady I like.
I ran a little soft porn thing on the side. I'll shoot you a link.
You got to understand, none of us are all here. We're all a little off, or otherwise we'd be off doing productive things right now.
This is also true. Yeah, no. So, like, Hi-Ho had a porn channel? What? When did that start?
Oh, man. He's got so many channels he doesn't talk about.
It started just before the other 45 started.
Awesome. Well,
I remember losing
I salute you for Louis.
Losing Louis was waiting for his in the mail when I got mine, so I think he was right behind me.
John Z says you should make your chest burn your channel pick.
Maybe I will. That's a good idea, brother.
Oh, that's funny.
I just have gotten to know John. John leaves some really nice comments. He's a nice guy.
He's an amazingly kind viewer. I like to get comments from John.
There you go, Taz. Gold and wood.
Oh wow.
Koa wood from Hawaii.
That's Hawaiian, yeah.
Yeah.
Good Lord, man. You just recognize that by looking at it?
He's a stud.
Well, I have a ring not unlike that. It's not gold though. It's tungsten and
yeah, this
color.
one is too. This one's tungsten too. That's my it's my wedding ring. I'll have to tell you guys the story of how I threw my solid gold wedding ring in the at the dump in the transfer station.
Oh.
Yeah, I threw mine in the trash can and did the same thing.
I was
Now
I was unloading a bunch of garden clippings, man, and on the last branches I threw out, I had just lost a bunch of weight, so it was too loose. It grabbed and tugged, man, and it was in the bottom of a big, huge transfer station. Gone.
Shit.
So now I buy these $20 ones every time because tungsten breaks, man. You drop that on a
yeah, it'll shatter.
concrete floor, it shatters.
I
Yeah.
wear 2 rubber gaskets from Ace Hardware. I had a few years ago, I'd lost a lot of weight and my ring didn't fit anymore. And I I was throwing trash into the trash can and my ring slipped off into the trash can, but I was late for work. So I didn't take the trash to the curb. I left it in the garage and I went to work and I thought I'll dig it out when I get home. And the wife had gone to school. She was a teacher at the time and she came home because she forgot something and thought I'd forgotten to take the trash out. And so we all know where this goes. She took the trash out. I came home. There were the 2 empty trash cans by the curb.
Oh, scheisse.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you can blame her though, man. That's not so bad.
That's, man, I went off. I went off. I had to deflect. So I was deflecting. Oh, Urban Maldonado. Good to have you here. So then I went to a tungsten carbide ring, and then I went to a ceramic and carbon fiber ring, and then I decided, you know, I had some friends that did CrossFit, and they had these rubber rings made by a company called Kalo, but they were like $35, and you have to order them. So you have to kind of guess what size. And I'm like, dude. So I was at Ace Hardware one day getting some polishing rouge, and I went over to the plumbing section, found 2 of these gaskets that fit, and well, I now have a 75-cent ring.
There you go.
I figured you got them at the adult store and took the little vibrating thing off.
Oh my God. Who let him in?
I told you, I've got a dark side, brother.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the smoking squirrel. It was a squirrel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the apple.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Dude,
Well, I've got a banana. I'll bring up some gasket rings with me.
oh dear Lord.
Okay.
I might have to shut this down.
We'll light it up too. That'll be nice.
Hey friend, why were you jumping with a wedding ring on? Maybe that's when we all learned to take maybe we learned from you, because we all took ours off when I was in and zip tied them to our watch bands.
That's a question you shouldn't really ask, Zeke. Why are you jumping with your wedding ring on?
He apparently he lost his wedding ring in the 70s on a jump. It hung up as he was going out the door of the plane. When I was in, apparently something's been lost in translation, because I don't know what we mean by jump. I was talking about parachuting. You're not allowed to parachute with your wedding ring on. You have to take it off. And so we just kept ours zip tied to our watch bands. So.
Wow.
But
I think he's lucky that the ring that got caught up in the plane as he went out didn't actually tear his finger off.
Yeah.
It happened more than once.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of why I think they learned one of the few lessons that we learned from those that came before us. We've got some of those coin rings in the and the LCS silver vessel. The $half rings and the they like to make them out of the
Morgans.
exposition Morgans and the exposition coins.
Yeah. I've yet to see a Carson City Morgan ring, but I think if somebody did that, it would purely be an accident because those things are so ridiculous. I mean, they're like a middle of the road one is about $200. So, you know, it all just depends. I would love to get a Morgan ring, actually.
I guess you could buy a Morgan and have somebody turn it into a ring.
There's a guy on eBay that'll do it for you. You just send him your ring size, and he'll just take just a regular Morgan, and make it into a ring.
There's a couple of dudes in the community that do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
I don't know. I don't want to ever wear another metal ring. After wearing these softer rubber rings, it's just so much more comfortable. So,
G'day there, DLR Young. That was my bad.
g'day,
My dyslexia kicked in again.
Hey, that's something we could do for fun. We could read the comments in different voices. I'm just playing with my unstamped raw silver bars. I like to stack them before I send them off to somebody else to play with.
Did you guys see that that video with the 15 kilos of Baird and Company bars?
No.
Super neat, man.
15 kilos?
Yeah, let me see if I can figure out. I forget. It's like Silver Warlord, I think. I'm going to have to find that.
Well, there was a guy who took a Baird & Co. 1 kilo bar and squashed it in a hydraulic vise.
We saw that.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, you know, they're just going to take it back and melt it down into a bar again. It's no big deal. But still, to watch that happen, you go, oh, my God, what is he doing? He's lost his mind.
15.
Yeah, guys, if you want to see those, the guy's name is Max Profit. Prophet. Max Profit. 15 kilos, man. And they're beautiful bars. Baird and Company, cast.
So they're vintage bars.
No, they're new.
Oh, they're new. Okay.
Yeah, he put it up about 2 hours ago. Max Profit. He doesn't do a bunch of videos, but when he does, it's really neat.
Oh, well, who was it the other day? It was showing us Baird & Co. rounds. It was CCT, I think. Yeah, he had some Baird & Co. rounds. And I didn't even know Baird & Co. made rounds, but they were actually quite nice. They had a stag and an eagle and some other majestic animal. But, yeah, quite different, really.
Night, John Z.
Night, John Z. Thanks for coming by, my friend. Glad to.
Night, John Z.
Look at that. CCT, says Silver Gator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was. I remember now.
I guess I've never heard of them. See? Learn something new every day. Baird and Company. I've missed out on a couple of videos recently. I've been so busy at work.
I can't keep up. I almost have stopped trying.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. I mean,
it wasn't that hard when I had, 300 or 400 subs, and it was fun to be really involved with everybody. But now it's just impossible. So I try to comment to new folks and special friends best I can.
Yeah, it's golly, it's tough. I never imagined. I mean, every time I get on YouTube, I used to just kind of take 10 minutes, watch all the videos and make a comment, and that was it. Now it's like my phone blows up all day long. So-and-so new video, and then I get on and I click subscriptions, and it says like 27. and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can watch them all. And then
Yeah.
I've made mistakes. You know, I'll start the video, make a comment, and then by the end of the video, realize my comment sounded absolutely stupid because I didn't watch the whole video before I commented.
You got to be careful.
I know.
You skip to the end and make a comment about the last coin, and then they'll think you watched the whole thing, man.
That's messed up. Oh, Smallwood, I always check out your videos, my friend.
Me too.
I always check out your videos.
I
Hand
watch
carving.
almost everything. I just don't comment on everything.
Yeah, I'll give every video I watch a thumbs up. That's, I mean, I like them, which boggles me because, you know, I have videos that have 300 and 400 views and 40 likes.
Yep.
And that's the first thing I do is I like the video first.
Yeah, it usually runs about 10 or 20%.
Madness.
It is madness. Madness, I say.
Madness. Billy Mint likes your technique, Hi-Ho.
I'm sorry, what? Oh,
Billy
yeah.
Mint likes your technique.
Yeah, man, efficiency. That's how you live long.
Yeah.
Or you have a lot of servants.
Silver Vessel, you're not fooling anybody. You watch everybody's videos.
Yeah.
Silver Vessel is one of the most prolific video watchers I think I've ever met.
Yep, I watch them all. You know who's impressive? There are two guys, and I've been on for a long time, and I swear every video of every person, it's Silver Slacker and Salivate Metal, man. They're there for hundreds and hundreds of people.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I don't know how they do it. It's amazing.
yeah. It really is. I mean, I don't know how they can do that. It's mind-boggling.
It's probably all about time management and all that kind of, you know, grown-up crap that none of us can actually do. So, yeah, I could be wrong.
Maybe when I retire, I'll be able to. Oh, wait a minute. My generation isn't going to retire. Never mind. That's okay.
Hey, Zeke.
Yes.
Here's my silver pouring tip of the day.
Silver pouring tip of the day.
There it is.
Oh, I got to go to the other side, don't I?
Oh, sorry.
I stay on the YouTube side. Oh, there we go. There it is.
So I do a lot of hand polishing. I know you don't do that much, but when you do, this cheap soap, little hand soap, God, that works like 10 times better than regular dish soap for washing off your hands.
Oh yeah, because you get, I mean, I do a little bit, and when I do, oh my gosh, dude, flits and the rouge is in every crack and crevice.
Yep, that's the way to go. 99 cents right there, and then if you use your coupon, you get that for 79 cents.
And then you tack on your eBay bucks and your 2% cash back from the credit card.
Yeah, I bought a monster box of these this time.
They're wheeling it out with a forklift.
I got $100. Give me some soap.
That's awesome. That's amazing. All right. Well, I've got some stuff I've got to get done, so I think I'm going to call it a night.
All right, dudes.
Fair enough.
Tazzy, hi-ho, thank you so much for coming into the chat side. Everybody on the comment side, thank you so much for stopping by. It's greatly appreciated. This has been a wonderful Monday evening chat. I appreciate everybody showing up.
It's quite all right, sir.
I did not know if we would have a lot of people, but we've had a ton of people. And so it's lovely to see all the new people, and it's lovely to see all the familiar faces. And so, don't worry, new people. Before long, you'll become familiar faces. So
Go through that chat side and sub everybody up, guys.
that's
Yeah.
right.
I've already done that.
Chatting.
So yeah, if you go live, they will come.
That's right. That's right. So I bid you all adieu from the Silver Pouring Bench. Take care, and we will see you next time.
Night night.